All right, my friends, what do you come up with?
Can we do 9-2 for the homework and problem 4?
9-2 homework, problem 4, yeah. Let me see if I have any other homework to turn back. I think I turned back most of it, but I might have a few more. All right, so 9-2 homework, problem number 4. So we got one.
Yeah. Not even a little bit. I just use pain. What's the name?
Lexi,
Not him.
Joel,
You know the baby
Aiden, Jake, another Joe.
Hey, you take that good bite. It's a great bite.
So 9-2, number 4. Here we go.
This is 6 right here.
Yeah, like families.
All right, 9-2. Number 4. Find the probability of rolling a die. Thank you. Find the probability of rolling a die 10 times and getting no more than 2 6s. So let's just stop to think about what that means first of all. I'm gonna roll it 10 times and get no more than 2 6s. So I could get 2 6s and 8 not 6s. Or I could get 1 6 and 9 not. Or I could get no 6s and 10. Would everybody agree that's what's going on?
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if you were listening, some of you weren't. It could be this, or it could be this, or it could be this, which means I'm going to do 3 individual problems and then add them up. So let's do 2 6s, 8 knots. Okay? How many times am I rolling the die? 10 times. So remember, 10C10 represents the number of ways that you can roll it 10 times and get 10 6s. 10C9 represents 10 rolls, 9 6s. Okay, wait. I want 10 rolls, 2 6s. Then the probability of a 6 is 1/6, and I want 2 of those. And the probability of not a 6 is 5/6, and I want 8 of those. So whatever that is, that's this. That's the probability of exactly 2 6s. All right, what would 1 6 look like? 10C1 and 1 6 to the first, 5 6 to the 9. And then those 6s would be 1 6 to the 0, 5 6 to the 10. Now, each of these are individual multiplications. So you're going to multiply all that, and then add those answers together. Okay? Now, I want you to understand what this 10C2 thing is. If I roll the die 10 times, I want to get 2 heads. Does it matter when I get there? Like first, second, like here are my 10 rolls.
No.
Does it have to be head, or they're not heads, they're 6s. Does it have to be 6, 6, not, no. Those 2 could be
Anywhere.
So in the 10 things, I need 2 of them to be special, but I don't care where they are. So that's why it's 10C2. Okay, so type all those in, add them up, that's your answer. Good question. Who else, somewhere along the line, has a question? Yeah, Ryan?
Can we do some of the limits on the 9.4?
9.4 homework limits. These are easy, we'll just go down through the whole list. A, nobody whines and complains more than you two. It's time to stop talking and start listening. A. We're on the 9.4 homework limits, 9.4 limits. So, the limit in A is -3, because we have 3n squared over
N squared.
-n squared.
Negative.
So 3 over -1, -3. B, the limit is 0, because 2/3 is less than 1. And when you have the limit of some number raised to a power, all you have to do is look at the number. If it's less than 1, the limit is 0. If it's more than 1, there is no limit. C. Now C tricks some of you, because we didn't actually ever practice one like this. All right, look at the first piece of the problem. Okay, what's the limit of the first parenthesis?
3 or 4.
3/4. What's the limit of the second parenthesis? 1/3. And those 2 parentheses are getting multiplied. So this is what we didn't talk about. You are allowed to do the limit in pieces and then multiply them if it's a multiply problem. If it had been an add problem, I would add them. Whatever, you can do the limit in pieces. So the answer is 1/4. Number 3, the answer is 1/4. D.
Factor it out, so less than 1.
D is not factored out. D is 0. Why is D 0? No n squared over 2n squared. 0 over 2. You look at the highest power in a problem like that, a rational function, and whatever it is, you compare top and bottom. So I got 0 over 2. That is 0. E, no limit, because 1.3 is bigger than 1. F, 0, because 3/5 is less than 1. We don't care about anything else in the problem, okay? G, this is another kind of tricky, it's a 2-parter. The limit of 2 is 2. The limit of a constant is just that constant. There's no n's to mess with it, so it's just 2. What's the limit of 3n over n plus 9? 3. So the answer to the question is 5. 2 plus 3. And again, I didn't share that with you before, so it's okay. You get it now. The 2-part problems and 3-part problems you can do in parts. H.
Hey, this one.
Oh, this is the trick one.
Oh, God.
What does a
Divergent.
negative exponent do?
Let's
A
see.
negative exponent flips it. So when it flips, now it becomes 2 to the n, and that's divergent, no limit. No limit. That's tricky. You can be mad at me for that one. That's a tricky one.
No n.
How about I? No limit, because you have 5n cubed over 0n cubed. Right? 5n cubed over 0n cubed. J is a 2-parter. What is the limit of the first piece? 4. What is the limit of the second piece? 3. So the answer to the problem is 1.
So, do we ever write like divergent or? Never write those.
You write divergent if there's no limit, you can say divergent. If you put limit, yes, it's automatically divergent. Okay? did you just do that homework
Yeah.
that I just went through and did? Give it back to him. I'm not taking that one. I just did it for you people. You should have done it. We're not doing it in class.
At least he was honest.
Just get points for being honest.
Yeah.
We're being honest.
Just give him points
What
for,
do you mean?
just give him points for the adversity he's going through in his life.
Okay,
Adversity.
all right, what else do we have a question about?
Give 80 points for the adversity he's facing.
What else? Homework, notes,
Thought Dana wanted to do a question.
I thought we were doing questions before.
We did them on
10 on the review. So this would be one, we actually don't need to go to the board on this one, Dana, because it's really pretty easy. How many different lunches are possible? You gotta have a sandwich, you gotta have a piece of fruit, you gotta have a drink. So how many choices do I have? 6 times 4 times 2.
48.
48.
Did you do 6 on the review?
6 on the review. That's another one we can just talk about. How many?
5
ways-
factorial.
5 factorial, because what's the rule? For
Circle.
circles,
Minus 1.
it's minus 1 factorial. Some of you struggled at the beginning of the period. If I have 6 kids in a row, it's 6 factorial. Some of us went off that. 10 books in a row is 10 factorial. In a row, 10 factorial. All right, what else? Maybe there will be some we can put on the board, I don't know. Number 1. Okay, this one we probably can do on the board. So is there anybody who can remember how to do number 1?
I can do it on the board. Yeah, I know how to do it. I can do it on the board, Mr.
No, I don't want to do it.
All right, Joe.
Yeah.
Let's go then, Joe.
She would have said you should.
Wait, what is this?
So do number 1. Joe is doing this one on the board. Yeah.
You already do it. 2 R's.
What? You already did it.
You already did it.
Not even count.
Why, that's so cheap.
Okay,
Why would you do
Joe, you
Yeah.
gotta tell us what you're doing.
Dude, that's not
Well,
cool.
first of
can't
all,
just
that's
do
not
it.
even right.
That's
That's
not
not
right.
right.
What should be in the numerator?
15 factorial.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my god.
I did it right on here, I just forgot.
Yeah,
Oh,
but you
so
just
you
wanted to
Now,
can't do it.
tell
I can
me-
explain it.
I want you to explain it.
Please.
Alright, there's 15 letters in You Are My Friends. There's 2 Y's, 2 R's, and 2 E's. So then that's 2 factorial for each. So then you do that and you get, huh?
It is. Yeah, it's right.
It's right.
You're good though. It's alright.
Then so you get, and then the E is times 10, and then it's E11, which means it's to the 11th power. Whatever's past E, you put up above the 10.
That's exactly right. Thank you, Joe.
Good job.
Are we okay with that,
Joe had
everybody?
that done like 2 days before.
So,
Jay wants it ready.
if there had been 3 E's, you would divide by 3 factorial, right? You gotta divide by however many repeats you have. It's like the book problem we did earlier, we had 6 identical books, so we divided by 6 factorial.
I got you back.
Okay? Alright, who else? Anybody else have one? From homework or review sheet?
Can we do 15?
You already did number 9.
I could do number
We already did. We already did.
15 we did already, yes.
Number 9 was the first. Can we do number 22?
22.
Oh, that, I think that's all yeah. Good one.
I'm not, I don't know. I asked the question of how to do it. That needs review on how to do it.
I think he wants to go on a board.
Anybody know how to do it?
Yeah, I do.
Alright, we'll let you do it.
Dana?
I do too, yeah.
Let's go.
I don't know if I know. No, I'll test it out. I'll give it a shot.
You got
Alright, we're trying number 22A. Start with 22A.
This is find a probability, right?
Yeah.
Do I need a calculator for this?
He is calculating. You will need a calculator eventually. Not to set it
Yeah,
up, but you will eventually.
all red or all
So all red or all blue. So we have 20 colors. We have 20 pins in total. Okay. And you only want red or blue, and you only want 3 pins. So you select 3 pins. So.
Alright, so let's stop right there. What's my denominator gonna be?
20C3.
20C3.
Oh, okay, I got you.
20C3 is my
Thank you.
denominator.
Thank you.
This is like a card problem, except you don't have 52 cards, you only have 20 pens, so 20C3 is the bottom.
Okay, we got, and then is this 13C3?
No.
No, 20C13. Look at it.
Oh.
No, 20C4.
Stop, erase your numerator. Your denominator is correct. We want all red.
Oh,
All
what?
blue. It's all red or blue.
So how many reds are there?
It's all red or all blue.
How many reds are there?
4.
4.
You don't combine them
4C3.
with-
Oh, you multiply them. You multiply them.
4C3 is
No.
all red.
I thought it could be a combination of both. No.
Plus
Plus
7C3.
7C3.
I mean, no,
No,
9C3.
no, 9.
9C3. Okay,
Okay.
so
That's the first
let's
answer.
talk about the numerator.
That's the first answer.
How do you get to the
Just make the
all
numbers
red?
small, not the letters.
Well, you gotta pick 3 from the red pile.
Yeah, read that.
So 4C3. Or, plus, you could be all blue,
Yeah.
9C3.
Yeah,
Those two get added. Now, why did I not do 13C3? Because 13C3 would allow me to get 2 reds and 1
yeah,
blue.
I thought that's what.
And that's not what we want.
It's
We're
not
all red,
all
or we're all blue. Okay?
Now I'm getting the answer real quick. Divided by 20C3.
What'd you get?
I got 7.72%.
So 0.072.
Yeah.
Anybody else get that? Anybody type it in? No, of course not.
I got. What'd you get?
I got 7.72%.
So 0.072 is fine.
Yeah.
I don't know how I got that.
Well, because you have to add your numerator first.
You're good, Greg. I mean, you're good. Okay, let me try the second one. At least 2 blue. Okay. So.
The denominator's 20.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead. Sorry. 20C3.
Here we go.
Alright.
All right. We got at least 2 blues.
It
There's
is
9
like
blues.
that.
So.
Pretty
Back at the back one.
I don't know.
Other one, other one, other one.
Is it?
Yeah.
At least 2 blues.
Yeah.
So.
So we gotta stop and think, what does that mean? At
272.
least 2 blues.
9C2.
Alright,
No,
what would that be?
I know, can I do it?
9C2 would be 2 blues,
Yeah.
but I need 3 marbles or 3
Pens.
pens. So I can do 9C2, but then I have to multiply that by 11C1
Yeah.
because I need 3 pens.
Where do
Okay,
you get?
it's like the card problem.
Where do you? So where do you get 11 from? Then you add 2 and 9.
20 minus 9.
No,
So there's 11 other
4
types
and
of pens.
7. There's 4
Oh,
red, 7 green.
Yeah, 20 total pens minus the 9 blue. So there's 11 other pens.
All right. We don't need it. We don't need this other one. Exactly 2 blue now.
Wait, that 11.
Okay, so stop. This is
Yeah,
the
11C1.
answer to problem C. That's the answer to problem C.
That is.
That is exactly 2 blue. So 2 out of the blue pile, 1 out of the other pile.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? Now, what does at least 2 blue mean?
2
So
or
two or
more.
more.
2 or, no, at least 2.
Oh, 2.
2 or 3?
2 or
So this becomes part of the answer. That's 2.
You can just take 1 minus that.
No,
Oh.
now do 3. What would 3 blues be?
9C3 times 11C11 means 11C1.
No, none of those. All blue.
Oh, I just want to see that.
Yep. And then what would you do with these 2 answers? Add them. Because what does at least 2 mean? 2 or 3.
Okay. Yeah, just make David do the hardest one.
Yeah, you did choose
Guys, that is exactly like the card problems we did. Except with cards, it's hearts and stuff. This is colors. same exact concept.
Wait, so then for B you add the what you would put for C.
No, you have to have at least 2 blues. So you have to have 2 blue, which is 9C2, 11C1,
Okay.
or plus 9C3, all blue.
Okay.
All right? What else?
Make it like a really.
If I'll make some up if we don't have any more specific.
Can we do 20?
Anybody brave enough to do the board?
Now, this is a sum.
We need to do that.
This is infinite, yeah.
It is an infinite sum problem. So you will have your formula that looks like this. How do you know that's for infinite? It doesn't have an end. It's not countable. So what do I need to know? I need to know the first term, okay.
Yep.
And I need to know my ratio.
1/2.
I'm multiplying by a half. Always do your denominator first, then you can use your calculator to help you with the division. The answer is 6. If we took that sequence and said, find the sum of the first 5, then you would use your other geometric formula. Same sequence, but now I'm adding up 5 of them. So that would be 3 minus 3 times a half to the 5th over 1 minus a half.
That's geometry.
Oh.
Do this part first. Type that in. It equals divided by a half. And you should get your answer.
Yeah, let's keep this on.
You can make a
So,
What is it for?
5.8125. Alright, did someone have a hand up over there? Oh, I saw a hand up. Is there a hand up? Anybody have a different question you wanna look at?
I was gonna make it up. Go straight to it.
Okay. So what kind do I need to make up?
Let's go
Definitely
ahead.
one of the.
See the arithmetic
probability.
or probability, yeah, probability.
Definitely probability.
Or the Venn diagram one, too.
And diagram's easy.
I know, but like, it's just a little
So let's say we have, 5 sophomores, 7 juniors, and 9 seniors.
Okay.
Okay? I am gonna pick 4.
Okay.
What's the probability of at least 3 seniors?
Okay, I got this. Alright, 4C3.
Alright, so first, let's start with the denominator. What's the denominator gonna be?
21.
21
C4.
C4.
Oh,
21 C4.
Okay.
I'm picking 4 kids out of a group of 21. Now, at least 3 seniors
9C3.
means 3 seniors or 4 seniors,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
In an OR situation, you do each problem separately and then add them, okay? So what would 3 seniors look like? 9C3
plus
times 12C1.
Yep.
Why is it 9C3 times 12C1? Because I'm picking 4. If 3 of them are seniors, what's the other one? Not a senior.
Did 9C3 over 20.
Or 9C4.
Oh.
Okay.
it's 40.
Okay.
Right?
I get it.
So type in your whole numerator, Joe, and hit equals, and then divided by your denominator.
You're good. Hey.
Ryan, do you want to do a podcast? Or
Oh, for our project? Yeah. Just me and you? Me and Jay's through project.
Cut it out.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's 0.189.
Can we work on that together?
0.1895.
Okay, what,
That's what I got.
What about
That's what I got.
Roughly.
Let's take the sequence 4, 9, 14, 19, and so on. Could you find the 10th term without writing them all out? Could you find the 10th
Yes.
term?
Yes.
Formula, what kind of sequence is it?
Arithmetic.
Arithmetic, so
You're
we
good.
use one that doesn't have an R.
Yep.
So that would be
4 plus 5.
5 times that, right?
Yep.
Got it? What if I said, write the explicit formula? That would be A sub n equals 4, 5.
Times A minus 1.
Very good. And then you would clean that up very nicely then. So 5n minus 1?
Yes.
There's your explicit formula. What if I said, very quickly, find the sum of the first 100?
Oh, the sum?
Find the sum. Add all these up all the way out to the 100. So the formula would be this one. And you know it's that one because it's S for sum, and it doesn't have an R.
So 50.
First, you gotta find the 104.
100 over 2,
4.
4 plus, here's the tricky part, and why am I yelling? Because you're talking, stop.
Shush.
Here's the tricky part. What goes here?
You have to find the
You have to find the
I gotta find the 100th term.
Yep.
So I gotta do what I just did right here,
499.
except it's 100.
499.
So that would be 4 plus 5 times 99,
499.
499.
Couldn't you just do the explicit formula too?
You could, absolutely. Alright, tomorrow's the day.
I'm ready. I'm locked. You're locked with the chain.
Wait, what is